Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. Oswald's inherited England, however, he must now face... This is our fourth character to face the trial by pneumonia. If this one survives, we'll up it to the plague. He's a lustful man with a very small family. Therefore, we're going to go with the family focus. If you'd like to see them get a different disease rather than the plague, leave a comment and we'll switch it out. And I've just noticed Norge here next to Denmark. The Kingdom of Denmark has split. If we scroll over, we see it is split into 3 kingdoms. 3 sons of the legendary Fulcanut had an incredible reign, absolutely terrifying the entirety of Europe. Look how much the Norse have taken the coast of Europe there. They've absolutely riddled it. Now that he's gone though, this cruel king's rule is likely to be one of ruthless conquest. Firstly, we can finish off this revolt which we've just won from our previous character. He died just as he won. We don't have title revocation, unfortunately. But can we get title revocation? There are 3 opponents on the council and 1 undecided. Well, let's see. That would be a huge upgrade to our power. Right, so Wittiza, our spy master, so Wazitza, our spy master, is undecided. So we're going to send him a grift so he likes us some more. King of Denmark has 15,500 troops. Okay, so we are not the most powerful. We still only have 8,500. But compared to Norway, for example, Norway is tiny. We can absolutely take them on, and they've got a lot of lands available here for us. Can we replace our steward with someone more loyal? Yes, we absolutely can. We can replace him with Cornwall. So Cornwall now loves us. If we go to the council, he is in fact a loyalist. So now in the law, we have 4 supporters and 2 opponents. Our previous character went around doing proper kingly justice and actually arresting people who are trying to murder people. So we now have the opportunity to get what looks like a lot of gold. Right, we're Bearer of Dunbar. They're the one that likes us the most, only -5. We're going to release them. If we release a count, we get +6 opinion. Brilliant, with all of our other vassals. So that's one that's now fairly loyal, and will make our other vassals more loyal. The others that like us okay, not this person that really dislikes us, we're going to ransom them out to strengthen our war chest for these upcoming conquests. And this person we just fired from our council, our previous steward, is a witch and a demon worshipper? Absolutely, we will denounce him, giving us a reason for arrest and revocation. We're going to revoke this demon worshipper's titles. We can't revoke any more of his titles, but we do have a valid reason to execute him. And he absolutely despises us, and is going to be hugely problematic if we don't. And this person certainly has no moral qualms about that. So we're going to do so. And his son doesn't even mind, because it was a perfectly legitimate execution. Trying to claim the county of Meath from this man. He is going to win. So this is the future Dutch of Meath. And he would like this county in Wales. No, you're already going to get all of this. And we could use that for war. But luckily we have high enough diplomacy to say that in a much nicer way than I just did. And absolutely in line with family focus, we're going to go with the groom and heir ambition, which will further increase his fertility, which he is absolutely on board with. And also allow him to more diligently fulfill his duty to raise future rulers. Perfect. And exactly that here, we're going to diligently raise a child. Look, it's exactly what I was talking about. We could give this child ambitious. That's a terrible idea. We don't want to give other people ambitious. Also, he's a bastard child. He's not going to get claims and things, but that's just a bad idea. Diligent is brilliant. However, we're going to become stressed by trying to make him diligent. Or we can be impatient and become out of patience ourselves. Well, I think we'll go for gaining stress, because we did just say we wanted to teach our children diligence. There we are. He just died because he got stressed. I think that was the what his character would do. I was literally just talking about he needs to diligently raise his children and teach them diligent and grooming an heir as part of his family focus. So that makes perfect sense that he would die from that. Fortunately, because he was pneumonic and stressed. But family focus gives +1, so it wasn't the stress of raising children that killed him. He couldn't quite pull through there. Fortunately for this guy, because he died of pneumonia, technically he didn't die of stress, he died of the pneumonia. Because he died of the pneumonia, we don't upgrade to the plague for this guy. Congratulations, Eastmund. Our first trial by pneumonia fail. He was unworthy. Well, he's met some local monks that are really, really good at brewing. What would he do? Temperate is a better trait than drunkard. However, he could hang out with all these monks. Look, gain a learning from hanging out with all these monks. He's gregarious. He would absolutely go and visit this monastery and have fun drinking with his drinking buddies. We didn't get drunkard. Perfect. Right, what he is going to get is pneumonia. Now, unfortunately, this man is already wounded, which is a -1 health bonus. And you saw our last person, a -1 health bonus on top of pneumonia is definitely 100% enough to kill you. He's already got a focus as well. So, I'm not going to change that. That's his focus. He would also like to ruin it. Perfect. And he would like to kill this person. Who's this person? Our niece. Why? That's madness. No. But this time, this guy, he's really going to expand the kingdom. Huh? He survived the pneumonia. He got over that really quickly. Brilliant. So now he can get crowned. Organise a coronation. Of course, only the Pope. Raiders from where? Wait, hang on. What's happened all there? Okay. There's a peasant revolt in Norfolk. And also these people from Africa, from North Africa, near the Canaries, have sailed all the way up to raid, Dorset? Yeah, to raid Dorset with 300 people. You are absolutely mad. You are completely insane. Right, we're going to raise our core troops. We're also going to raise vassal levies. So we're going to start by bringing all these people together in Wessex. A small army. And because of this blasted tiny peasant revolt in Norfolk, which is barely a technicality, we're going to get a small war ceremony. Absolutely disgusting. Invitation declined. Some people are attending. That's nice. Our council. The Pope has sent a cardinal in his place. God, this is already a disaster, isn't it? However, due to our high diplomacy skill, we're able to smooth over the cardinal's concerns and talk about how incredibly pious he is and what an incredible person he is for coming out and doing this ceremony. And we took her to a local monastery. And she really enjoyed it. So she's gained some learning skill. Well, that's lovely. And we are a member of the Benedictine Order. Explain some of those events. And we were technically crowned by the Pope, even though someone sent a cardinal actually did it. A cardinal did it as the Pope. It's like the king sending a Lord Lieutenant to attend an event. It's the equivalent. It means this is the king attending. Can't be everywhere at once. So now we can personally lead our armies and go and have a bit of fun smashing up these rebels who ruined our damn coronation. However, keep in mind, he's humble. So he doesn't mind that much. I mind. He actually doesn't mind that much. He doesn't mind being on grubby on the battlefield. This curious child has been opening one of our letters. There's nothing in our character that speaks strongly about this, and I believe this was the child that did well, that we were very happy with going to the monastery. So she could use some reading practice. Right, we've crushed these peasants. What would he do with you? There's no one to ransom you to. He could execute you. He's definitely not. There's no reason to torture or humiliate you. I think just a simple execution. Gored to death by boar. I was going to say not particularly cruel, just, you know, simple execution. But hey, he went for what he went for. We can declare war on Scotland if we form the Empire of Britannia. Hell yes, he's ambitious. Just been crowned instantly. Empire time. We are now the rightful ruler of the British Isles, although they don't include the Shetlands for some reason. Scotland, I believe you are rightfully our vassal. Yes, so one of our vassals, one of our just minor vassals here, he is already taking this land for us. Well, so they'll then have this land personally, add it to their domain. They've got space there, so they'll take this county, which is brilliant because that'll actually connect up with our territory up here in Scotland. So we don't need to worry about declaring a war for that. His other wars don't concern his British territories, so we can then go for one of these two territories in Ireland. We're going to go with this one here, but just because it links up with our other territories nicer. We're also going to go for a war with Lagan. No, that's a tiny war. We can definitely fight multiple wars at once. What are you talking about? We can appoint an advisor. Can we just get a loyalist in here as an extra vote? Empty voter title. Yeah. This guy, he loves us. He's trusting, content, and he likes us. This is brilliant. This is the perfect guy. He's awesome. So we're going to send him a gift as well. So now we've got an extra loyalist vote on the council. Is that going to do it? 5 are against. We need to turn another 2 to our favour. Okay, so the Zealot will be against because he wants us to be declaring war on the Norse, like Denmark, for example, and reclaiming those lands rather than Christian lands, right? But we can't go for those against Denmark yet because they're still uber strong. And we are but a humble empire of multiple of 3 kingdoms. Well, not quite yet. We're already 2 in. 4 kingdoms if you count Wales, but no one counts Wales. This person will be a glory hound seeking out prestige for the kingdom. Perfect. We're going to send him a gift. And we're going to appoint him. He now absolutely likes us, loves us. So in fact, he's not a glory hound. He's actually now a loyalist. We sent him a bunch of money and elevated him to a position he is absolutely not qualified for. So he loves us. That's now 4-4 and 4 against. So a tied vote counts. That's brilliant. Okay, so does your claim on Ligan? Then we're also going to declare a war on Scotland. 6-4, brilliant. We could take Albany. That's a nice chunky duchy. But Moray is more useful in terms of assaulting other territories. But that's a nice central chunk. And it's their capitals, it's probably more valuable. But Moray is more useful in terms of our other expansion. Unfortunately, we don't have enough prestige. We're going to have to win these other wars first to prove ourselves as an emperor before we can rightfully press more claims. But all right then. Let's prove. A Germanic mystic. They have absolutely no medical education at all, and they are zealously old Germanic. This seems like a terrible idea. Let's go for it. That sounds fun. We're also going to send him some money. And we're going to award him the honorary title of nothing, because he's stupid. He's like, this is a terrible idea. Let's go smash up Lagan. And we've torn through the tribes of Lagan, forcing them to be our vassal. They, of course, despise us for subjugating them. We'll sort that out in a while. And we've raised a reasonably nice person. I think he's doing a good job here. Yeah, yeah, it's a good fatherly figure. He's not going for family focus, he's going for war, but he's part of this Benedictine order, is raising people in the light of God and all that. That's nice. Not in like a zealous way, just like encouraging them to get an education with monks and stuff. Just a cool guy. And our Vassals' War for Lothian has succeeded. That's very nice. And we're just going to let this tick up now. We'll get ticking war score for controlling this. So if they don't come over and take it from us, then we'll just win the war passively. So we'll lower these troops and get the levies raised penalty from our vassals ticking down. We can usurp the Duchy of Mercia. Why would we do that? We could usurp it because we have a claim on it and we are his liege. He will consider us to be a traitor because that person called in their favour for us to forgive them for their horrible criming against him. So basically we supported the revolt and legitimised it. Well, we might just do a bit of usurping of your title then. It will gain us prestige. Well, absolutely. So we can take out this person. He is now just a little tiny count, and they're only 13 years old. And he's been educated by a good proper physician who has very bad intrigue. He's just a brawny soldier. He's not going to go skullduggery, and he's not got a big enough army to be a threat to us as a soldier. Now, the Duke of Cornwall quite likes us. We've given him this council position. However, what we could do, we've just got this new vassal, who is a brilliant Midas touch, a masterful physician, who quite likes us because we are. Who gets on quite well with us. So we are going to. Firstly, send him a gift, while he's still just a count. Then we are going to grant him Mercia, to fold these claimants, we have another relative here, to fold these claimants to our title underneath him. We're nice and insulated from him. We now should have a very loyal vassal, who we can make our steward. So absolutely, we've got another loyalist on the council. So our council is now stacked with 3 loyalists. So basically, we're going to be able to do any wars we want. And make any changes to laws we want. As the ultimate Empire of Britannia. This guy's finally pulling it off. I mean, as an ambitious person, this guy's made quick work of it. He's only been in the job a year, and he's already got it all under control. So blah blah. This Welsh guy is a powerful vassal and demands a position on the council. He's also quite good. And doesn't absolutely despise us, so we're going to give him to that. So he now likes us a little bit. Hopefully he's a glory hound. Yes, he is. Lovely. So glory hounds want nice, prestigious wars. So that's good for us. We've got 3 loyalists that will vote for us no matter what. 3 that will vote for us as long as it's we're not just doing boring tiny wars. Given we're not huge, mega strong at the moment, most wars will be account for that. Most enemies will have a couple of thousand troops. And a pragmatist. The pragmatists love de jure wars, so he's definitely going to support us in all of these wars for titles in the British Empire. So we've got absolutely perfect position here. We have, however, developed a dangerous faction. This one in particular has a lot of strength against us. A common factor being this Duke of Legan. However, you may have noticed when we were declaring war to make him our vassal that this person had a claim on it. This person had a claim on those lands, so he is now pushing that to take these lands for himself. So that vassal will be removed. In hindsight, we could have pushed for him to get the vassal lands in the first place directly, and then he would have gained a bonus for us pushing his claim. However, that's not a big deal. And our first son is going to become a brilliant military ruler. He has perfect traits for it. He's had the perfect childhood leading up to this, to be a strong martial ruler. And he's developed a lot of skills. A space of 7 is very strong. So he's going to absolutely excel. We are going to assign him a much better military guardian though. We'll go for our marshal, and that'll give an opinion bonus of +10 for us entrusting our son to him. And finally, that incredible commander who we've had since our first character, shows how quickly we've been going through them, has died. We're going to have the armies led by this person who despises us as well. But there's a chance then that he'll die off. Oh, we've got a monk meeting to go to. Oh, you get to spend some time doing activities with monks. He is a theologian. He probably would actually like discussing the Bible. We've become close friends from discussing the Bible. Brilliant. Nice Bible study friend. I get +3 learning from focusing on monastic studies. Absolutely. Well, that's a very successful monk party. We kill this bishop. Awesome. We've captured 2 other bishops, I believe. Yes, we have. We captured 2 other bishops in this war. I don't know why all of their commanders are bishops. Oh, another one, a 3rd bishop. Blimey. If that's all that's giving us, that's all we'll kill. So, enforce peace. And we have taken Moray. It's capped at 99% because there's not been a big battle yet. So he gets 36 months to come over here and take it back before we automatically win. So he has a little bit of buffer time to. It gives him a chance before it's seen as totally legitimately ours in the eyes of the wider nobility. Okay, so we've taken all of these counties personally. They are terrible low-value counties that I absolutely do not want. Absolutely not. Definitely get rid of them. We need to hand these out to people that have claims, and then we can push their claims elsewhere to get more reasons for wars where we don't already have reasons for wars. So we don't have a reason to take the Kingdom of Brittany. So are there claimants to the Kingdom of Brittany? Okay, what about Gascon? Although the Kingdom of France, the whole Kingdom of France is very weak right now. Why are we going for the small fish? We've got a Glory Hound Council as well. They agree with us. Let's just take the whole of France. Yeah? Let's do it. They have got wars at the moment. Yeah, some tiny war, whatever. So we have the Prince of Italy. A brilliant military ruler who has a strong claim on the Kingdom of Italy and a weak claim on the Kingdom of France. If we invite this guy, we can get both. Now, that's actually a terrible idea, because if we gave him both kingdoms, he would be way stronger than us and would 100% just revolt and kill us. However, we already have a claim to the Kingdom of France, so we can... This character, oh come on, he's ambitious. Can we take France and Italy in a single lifetime? Hang on. Leon? Look how large Leon is. Are there claimants to the kingdom? There's a lot of kingdoms here. This woman over here, this very old woman over in the Byzantine Empire. They got married off and their husband died of cancer 6 years ago. As long as they just don't dry out of old age as well. The Kingdom of Leon, the Kingdom of Galicia. We can take almost... This character can take the entirety of Europe in a single lifetime, starting at 32. Next episode. All of the stuff in red will be taken for our dynasty next episode. Subscribe so that you're the first to know.